Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I
You
like to
don't?
read. I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is push the bad button. That's all you gotta do. Push the dice signal.
Try not to think about the future too much, so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Good evening. How everybody doing tonight? It's your boy, Coach Lee. It's Wednesday night. We're back at it like we're mad at it. Welcome to the Nothing But Basketball Show. It's time to run something with you guys. With that being said, Coach Hill, how you doing this evening?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing good, man. Hope everybody's having a blessed week so far, man. Ready to get it in, talk about a little basketball. Yes, sir.
It's hump day. It's hump day. So we almost there. Weekend almost here.
Yeah, blessings. Blessings every day.
Glad to have you on tonight, man. So let's go ahead and jump right into this.
Hopefully everybody can hear me.
Loud and clear. No technical difficulties. We tight.
Yeah, I had to get it right. So we good. We good this week.
Hey, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So, man, I always start off the show, NBA rankings. A little bit different this week. Yeah. We ain't got the third wheel here. Shout out to your Uncle Leroy. We see you next week, bro.
Yes, sir.
But let's get on these NBA rankings, man. So actually, number 5 this week got the Denver Nuggets. Surprising that they still, in that area. I know they had a little bit of a streak that stopped there for a little bit, but it seems like they don't find their way again.
They do that. We talked about this before. The Nuggets do that. They'll lose their way, then all of a sudden, boom, they catch fire at the right time. So I think they're in the right position right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had Jokic. He hit 47 points the other night against Memphis.
Went off.
So I mean, hey, he's
double.
Somebody's gonna step up, and somebody always steps up for the Nuggets. So
yes, definitely agree, and it's a little bit surprising, considering that they lost Jamal Murray. So him jumping up. No, I'm sorry, him actually getting hurt and them picking it up. It just shows that the team is a lot deeper than some people thought.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, it's a lot deeper than I thought, to be honest with
you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out your coach. Uncle Leroy. Appreciate you on the other side in the matrix, hanging out with us. Number 4, Phoenix Suns. They still, man, starting to believe in them a little bit.
I've been believing in the Suns. I've always said, I feel like they're gonna make a small run in the playoffs. They're not gonna come out the West. I mean, that's just my opinion, but they're gonna definitely turn some heads. I think last week, they were number 2. I believe.
Yes.
I'm not sure where they were.
So.
Were they? Yeah, they were number 2. But still in the top 5, they're still doing their thing, man. Nobody expected them to even be in the conversation of being that rank in the top 5 power ranking. So, Chris Paul, we've mentioned him. There's some other pieces over there that are doing a great job. But Chris Paul goes to teams and helps mature, like I said last week, helps grown men mature mentally.
I definitely agree with, especially that last part. I don't know if Chris Paul going to ever win a ring, but one thing I'm pretty certain of, if he decides to go into coaching or front office management, he's going to probably be pretty good at it. He knows how to maneuver and push buttons.
Exactly.
All right. Number 3, the Utah Jazz. Seems like they're holding on still.
Yeah, they holding on, man. They gon' I don't know. They were number 3 last week too, so they didn't move up or they didn't drop down. So they're right in the middle of the pack. And I'm gonna say this again, and I've stood by this all season on the Sports Talk with Friends, Nothing But Basketball show. They got to get over that hump in the playoffs.
Yeah, they
Gotta
take
get
that
over.
next step. This is how
I don't think
we
that's
saw the Mavs when they first came on board. Oklahoma City Thunder as they were growing up. You got to take that next step. Y'all been the youngsters for the last few years, but you don't quite put it together when you need it. Something unfortunate happens. You get outplayed, whatever the case may be. This has got to be their year. Or they might have to consider, man, do we got the right mix that we need?
Yeah. True.
Number 2, Clippers. No surprise there, I don't believe.
Nah, no surprise. Last week they were number 1. They're 41-19. I mean, they're doing their thing. They're where they need to be. That's not a surprise at all. That's
okay.
right, Jonathan, for real. For many years now. Yeah, I'm right.
We gonna see how they gonna do. I still don't, man. I still got I can only call him Paul George. I ain't ready to quite call him playoff Paul yet. The jury's still out.
I don't really. Yeah. Now Kawhi, yeah, that's what's up. But Paul George, nah, not yet.
I think with them bringing Serge on board, that's gonna help.
That'll be a
make
big
it up
help.
a little bit. Yeah. Not quite from a scoring standpoint, but from a leadership point of view.
But he's been out since mid-March, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
And last but not least, it sounds like this team has just gotten strong. They kind of hung around towards the top. They're coming into their own a little bit, heading into this playoff run. Are they peaking at the right time? In the Philadelphia 76ers?
I'd say they're peaking at the right time. My biggest thing is out the East. If they can get past the Nets, I think they'll. And I probably said something different earlier on, but if they can get past the Nets, they'll be in the NBA Finals. But that's if the Nets only don't have KD on the court, Harden and Irving together, because they're having a little bit, injuries and stuff like that. So if those three for the Nets are on the court, yeah, the 76ers won't make it. But it just depends, man. Who knows? I'm not a psychic, so we'll just see how that goes.
I think they're, you said that if they can make it past the Nets, that they're going to come out of the East. I think they're actually going to do that because I'm looking at it, and Brooklyn wasn't even in the top 5, but yet they're only a half a game apart in the standings. Yeah. So I think they had some a little bit of the injury bug hitting them right now. KD kind of in and out, Harden in and out, Kyrie doing Kyrie type stuff. I think they unfocused. Steve Nash. And I remember at the beginning of the year, we had talked about this. Could he control the egos that they were starting to get on the team? At that time, he only had KD and Kyrie. Yeah. And but now he's bringing on all these different personalities, all of these alphas on the team. Can he take over them? I mean, as far as being able to guide them and get them focused for the game. I don't know. Hopefully he can.
I don't know.
I don't think he can.
I don't know if Steve Nash can. We'll see.
First year head coach. So we'll see how it goes.
First year head coach. And with that type of talent, my thing is he really coaching them or are they just doing what they've been doing their whole career?
Shout out to Facebook users. One of them teams going to have to play Miami in postseason. Yeah, that's still going to be a tough out too.
That's true.
Definitely agree, Jonathan. I know we clowned Doc last year and talked about
we clowned the mess out of Doc.
talking about how bad he was in the playoffs, but he looked like he just needed a change of scenery. You know, he's back to the organization that gave him his start. So
still a
it's
solid
maybe
coach,
Doc here.
At the end of the day.
He is.
Still a solid coach.
I think sometimes Doc struggles trying to be too much of a player's coach sometimes. So that's probably why, shout out to Facebook user, he fits Nash lovely as far as the eco-friendly system in Brooklyn. He may not have that type of responsibility. He can just be a face. So I can agree with that. So who's going to be able to put their ego aside on their team and say, well, I'll be the leader of this team?
Exactly.
That's what made Phil Jackson Phil Jackson. A lot of times people say, well, he has some of the the greatest players on the world. Of course he's going to be great. But he was able to take those personalities and maneuver within them. Everybody knew what their role was on the team. There was never a doubt on the Phil Jackson coach team. Everybody knew their role.
And that's the key, knowing your role. Somebody has to swallow that pride. Not everybody can be that guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we're going to take us a quick break before we jump over here to the next segment. Y'all hang tight with us. We'll be able to come back in just one moment. Appreciate you.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you now. You were muted, but you good.
Sorry about that. It's running slow on my side. Sorry about those technical difficulties, folks.
We good, man. We gonna get it.
Hey, we got a little something back from a commercial break. Got a brand new movie that we are featuring.
Yes. Definitely a hot movie, man.
How about the pickups? I hear there's a problem.
You forget who you're talking to. I'm the former police commissioner. As a woman.
You're a caretaker?
Hey, Damon. Where is she?
You do what I tell you to do, and everything will be just fine. I need you tonight using some of your old skills. 5 stops, 5 pickups.
There are too many people waiting for me to make this mistake.
You ran drugs for the Russians. You were a courier in and out of Moscow.
Who is she?
You know who she is. Just stay out of her way. Something's not right. Get out of here.
I will find you, don't you cry.
She took out Erickson's crew. Right under your crooked cop nose. If I was you, I'd be worried about all the scumbags.
I need to know right now. Are you in or out? Let's do this.
I will find you.
You got 3 more stops.
I need to get my daughter back.
I found a way.
And it is not safe for me out there.
I don't see that you have much choice.
Tommy's not your friend.
Till I find you.
3 more stops. 2 more stops. 1 more stop. Get rid of that for me.
Yes, sir. That was Vanquish,
Definitely check
available
that
now on digital and on demand, starring Ruby Rose and Morgan Freeman. The intense action thriller that shows what desperation can drive a person to do when a woman's daughter is held hostage by a retired cop. She is forced to do his bidding by taking on a series of violent gangsters in order to see her child again. Vanquish is available now everywhere you rent movies, rated R from Lionsgate. So we got some digital copies that we're going to be giving away. So make sure that you're active in the group. You know, it can be posts, it can be a random drawing. We got different ways that we give things like this away. So make sure that you stay tuned. Okay, Facebook user was Robert. Shout out to you, Robert. Appreciate the support, bro.
Already, man.
That man be on the road, still be finding a way to get involved. Sure appreciate you too.
Off the top.
So the next one, man, we got this one was a little different for me. I saw the story, but I didn't know the background. So for those that don't know, Kobe's estate today, I'm sorry, I think it was yesterday, they actually let his deal with Nike expire. Which I thought was kind of odd because, like I say, I didn't know what the background was. But as it comes out today, that they plan on releasing a Mamba deal, wholeheartedly owned by his estate.
Yeah, I read a little bit of it. I think my thing is like when I was reading the story, like it seems almost like, you know, it says something about like there wasn't a lot of kid sizes. There's only X number of items being sold as far as Kobe Bryant merchandise.
Right.
And I think
Nike doing Nike stuff.
Exactly. And they want something bigger. They don't want just, oh, let's give little bits and pieces to the people. They want Kobe to be remembered. So I can see where, you know, remember more than what he is. So I can see why they would let that expire and go down a different path. So his memory can live on instead of just, oh, we're just giving bits and pieces here and there. Like you said, Nike doing Nike stuff. When it's so much bigger, Kobe Bryant's name is so much bigger than a small portion. You know, he touched lives all over the place. So I think that's what their focus is on.
Definitely agree. And I'm pretty sure at some point in time he probably talked to his wife and financial advisors or what he wanted to do if the opportunity came. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try to do as close to his wishes as possible. But the other part of that is, I guess at some point in time, his relationship with Nike has somewhat soured. And that's what even prompted this venture to even be where it's at today. Because he knew the value of his image and he wanted to control that image. You know, a lot of people always say, you know, he took everything that Jordan did and just tried to emulate it. But I think this is where he branches off and he did his own thing.
Exactly.
So I think, you know, I put him, he's already a GOAT, but it just seemed like that legend continues to grow.
Yeah. And it will continue to grow. You know, this was probably, like you said, this was his dream, you know. So shout out to Kobe's estate doing what they do, man. Like keeping that name on, keeping that, you know, building that legacy.
It's definitely going to be interesting to watch. So I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into it too. So I'm gonna definitely be seeing how that works out.
Okay. Well, this is my favorite part of the show. I always look forward to you know, those Waco Terra updates and what you got going for. So with that being said, Coach, I'm gonna get out your way so you can enlighten us on what's going on in the Waco Terra world this week.
Well, this week in the Waco Terra world, man, this right here was week 2 in the Texas Basketball Association. Shout out to Eric Turner and Romel for what they do over there, man. It was the Battle of Waco. You got the USA Elite versus the Waco Terror, which we came out on top, 126 to 115. back and forth game. You know, I'm gonna give you a couple stats for those watching. You know, you got Chaney with 17 points, 4 assists, 4 steals, 3 rebounds. You got Turner with 4 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. You got Shaw with 23 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 7 rebounds, 1 block. You got Gibson with 15 points, 3 assists, 1 steal, 6 blocks. 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. You got Keys with 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block. You got Wilson. Welcome back, Wilson, man. That he also played in the TBT 2019 with 25 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds. Then you have Hicks with 31 points, 6 assists, 4 steals, 5 rebounds, 1 block. And then, you know, we lost our point guard in this game right here, Chaney, to a torn hamstring. He'll be out for a while. It was pretty bad. So keeping him in prayer, keeping all them in, you know, his family in prayer. He's about to have a baby girl. So, you know, it's bigger than basketball. Like I've always said, it's bigger than basketball. We're family too. So a lot of teams just use these players for their athletic ability and can care less what goes on away from the court. Me, on the other hand, we're a family. I care about what goes on off the court also.
Agreed.
Then, you know, in that game right there, we had Logan Hicks step up to the plate, man. And he's been playing solid basketball for us for the past few months. He came out as the TBA player of the game. You know, and I said his stats earlier. You know, 31. I'll say him again: 31 points, 6 assists, 4 steals, 5 rebounds, 1 block. But he also showed leadership on the court. You know, that next man up mentality. When his brother went down, you know, hey, we all had to rise to the occasion. That's every player. You know, me too had to coach a little better. But yeah, shout out to Logan Hicks, man. Keep doing what you do. Then we got the most improved player, which he stepped away for a little bit, but he came back and he's really showing improvement over these last, you know, few weeks, which is Chance Gibson. I have a couple of game clips. That right there is our NBL game. That's our next game. But we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, Chance Gibson, I had a few clips we were going to key up. You know, just him doing his thing, because I know you guys like to see action too, man. The fans like to see action, not just Coach Hill talk. So he's come a long way. He was winded. I remember when he first came back, he was very winded. But now he sort of worked his way back into that rotation. And he's going to make a big impact down the stretch in the NBL playoffs the rest of the way.
Bruh.
If we can't key him up, Coach, no big deal, man. If you a fan, I'm gonna post him in the Sports Talk with Friends. I'll post, hey, Chance Gibson, so y'all can see. You go on there, click on him. He's putting people in the rim. He's rebounding. He's shooting threes. He's being an all-around player. So go check him out, man.
That it?
No, that's not it. But it's all good.
All right.
So we'll go on to my last little part I have, man, is the NBL playoffs this weekend. That was the one you put up, Coach, and the NBL playoffs. Now I know we're playing in 2 different semi-pro leagues for everybody watching at the same time, so we're managing. Yes, here it is. We have the NBL playoffs round 2, which is the semifinals in the South region. We will be playing the number 3 team, the Texas Rev. The first time we played them here in Waco, we beat them by 15. The second time we played them in Dallas, we lost by 4. We're looking to bounce back. This is one and go home. If we win this game, then we move on to the South Division Championship against whoever wins out of the 4100 and the Texas Fury. So, I mean, man, this is a big game. We win this, and then we move on. We win that game, and then we're in I guess it's the Mid-South champ versus the South champ, You know, also this weekend we have a game here in Waco. It's a Texas Basketball Association game. I didn't post it, and I'll post it in the group for all y'all.
Okay.
We play against the Austin Elite Squad here in Waco, 8 o'clock. Whole lot of Terra basketball, man. If you're in the area or wherever, you just feel like I got people that drive from Dallas all over, man. If you want to come check out basketball, check out some solid basketball, especially going down the stretch, playoff basketball, and just exciting basketball. People getting put in the rim, dunked on, threes, running gun. Come check us out, man. I appreciate it, man. And, you know, the players appreciate it too.
Already. Coach, I appreciate your updating us. So you got any shout outs for us this week before we bounce up out of here?
Well, you know, like I said a minute ago, shout out Cheney and his family, man. Let's pray for a speedy and healthy recovery.
Most definitely.
Shout out Destined for Greatness, Coach McCoy and everything they're doing over there with impacting young lives. Shout out really because it's AAU season, so let's shout out all the coaches and organizations that are impacting these kids' lives, whether it be AAU, Primetime, MAYB, or whatever. As long as you're keeping our youth off the streets, man, because every day we're losing lives to meaningless stuff, whether it be youth, our own youth taking each other's lives, or it be, you know, police officers taking lives, whatever. Lives are being lost no matter who's taking them. So let's just shout out all those people that are impacting those lives and keeping people out of harm's way, man. So shout out, blessings to all y'all.
No doubt. We appreciate you, Coach. We appreciate y'all joining us tonight. As always, we have fun. Tune in with us tomorrow. We got the Versus show, the 1984 NBA draft versus the 1996 NBA draft. So we're going to take a view into that and cast our votes on who we think is the better of the two drafts. So with that being said, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night.